Okay, hey guys, I'm a fucking idiot. Yeah, I forgot to hit go live on the YouTube, damn YouTube frickin' live stream thing. So here we are at 5:04. You guys missed all the music, and there we go. All right, so you guys can see me and hear me. Let me know. We're going to do a test real quick. Can you hear the music? Let me know if you can hear the music at all. Alright, cool. So, hey. Yo, what's up? It's your boy Spark here. It's April the 7th, Sunday. 5 p.m. Eastern. Giveaway. And, oh yeah, let me turn this damn music off because you probably can't hear a frickin' word I'm saying while that thing's going on. So yeah, folks, we are here. We're going to do week 14 of the giveaway. This week's giveaway, boop, 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 boop. There we go. It is the bladeforums.com, or rather the Spyderco 81 paramilitary. Let me get over to the giveaway thread here, and you can see a better picture. Check that out. Look at that. Blade Forms, or a Spyderco paramilitary in S30VN. Black Blade has the bladeforums.com logo on the has the bladeforums.com logo on the backside of the blade. So you guys, whoever gets this is going to win something pretty dope. And hey, look at this. We've got a whole bunch of people logged into chat for once. That's awesome. 16 concurrent viewers on the screeny thing here. And we got a bunch of people taking part in chat. I'm seeing some names that I haven't seen before. Chuck Clark, Ed Seymour, 32 South Shores, silverzixxersixxer, Joe N., Gunner 1750, Steve Fosselman, UF. I don't think I've seen you guys before on the live stream, so hey, that's awesome. Welcome to the new people. Big Bad Goth and Iron Kid 883 checking in from Ireland. Great to see you guys as usual. Rick Bradford up there was saying something, so yeah. Oh, there we go. Gunner 1750. That's my boy Rick Bradford. Big Rick, man. We are news for people who are local here. Not gonna jinx it. Fingers crossed. But I think I've found the new location for a one-stop knife shop. I'm gonna be going to check out the property tomorrow morning, and if it's all good, then we will sign lease paperwork and we will start to move in the near future. Rick, Dwight, other Louisville locals, you guys know exactly where this is already, so you won't have to ask for directions. But like I said, I don't want to jinx getting this property, so I'm not gonna say what it is. I don't know. I'm not really superstitious, but you never know. It doesn't hurt to hedge your bets. But if we get, if we do get this, it's a pretty good property. I'm familiar with it, long time stuff. So yeah, hopefully we get this, get the lease for a few years, and everything will be good to go. Basically same size as the current setup, located in a different part of town. But the good thing is that the rent is a hell of a lot less, so that'll be great. So, folks, we have, there's a bunch of interesting stuff going on this week. So let's get over to the thing here, and let's talk about some of the things that are going on. So with regards to a couple things here, as you can see on the screen, I've got kniferights.com pulled up, their news page. There's a couple things going on there. let's start from back to front. New York, or Knife Rights has got a case going on where they are fighting against New York's gravity knife ruling, and they got a favorable action, about a couple weeks ago. But, it hasn't really taken its time to go through the legal system yet. The New York DAs are still prosecuting folks for gravity knives, for any knife that could be flicked open or with your wrist, like any Spyderco. If you can do a wrist flick with it, if you can open it via centrifugal force, if it's assisted opening, then it's treated the same way as a switchblade, and guess what? Go to jail, and your life is fucking ruined. So that's New York. They took a hit on the law, and they're still doing whatever the hell they please because they're New York. They've got unlimited tax dollars to screw over people, who are there. So yeah, we'll see what's going on with that. Let's get back to the screen here. Knife Rights Montana, switchblade ban and repeal and preemption bill signed into law. So yeah, that's cool. People in Montana now get to have switchblades. I mean, granted, the federal laws haven't changed on this, but you're no longer going to get popped under local laws. So that's good. Knife Rights struck a blow. Washington State has a spring blade ban repeal that has gone through House Committee. It still has to go through their Senate. And, Knife Rights is making changes. So, folks, if you've got money to donate to help promote our causes in the knife industry and help your brothers and sisters, get their rights back, support Knife Rights if you can. Always, man. $20 here, $10 there. Any amount that you can contribute to these guys will help fund their legal battles against states that are trying to screw everybody over. Because, that's the way this stuff goes, is you have to do things on a state and local level, because as long as stuff is not legal on a state and local level, then nobody is going to be carrying or familiar with it. Once the stuff is legalized on a state and local level, then it becomes more commonplace, and you see more people carrying auto knives, assisted opening knives, and stuff like that. And as it becomes more commonplace, then it becomes more acceptable in the zeitgeist, and then we get action on the federal level. So just like various other social issues, the more commonplace you can get stuff recognized, the better off we are as a public, especially when it comes to our Second Amendment rights and our knife rights. So support Doug and Sue Ritter at Knife Rights. Give them money as much as you can. If you've even got $10, $20, $5, whatever, they'll be set up. For those of you who are members of the NRA, Knife Rights typically does set up at the NRA show. So if you're going to be going up to Indianapolis later on for their annual meeting, which I believe is later this month, hey, stop by their booth and do register for the raffles and give them money and do whatever you can to help them out. Let's see here. Matthew Blacker, they're pricks. Are you talking to? I think you're talking about New York. I don't know. We'll see. But if you're talking about New York DAs, yeah, I agree completely. All right, so here we are. Week 14. We are more than a quarter of the way through our giveaways here. We've been doing it for 3 months now, and this week's giveaway is the Spyderco. We're also going to be giving away the usual Blade Forums logo stickers, Blade Forums logo patches, Blade Forums logo t-shirts, and upgraded Blade Forums membership. And we're going to be giving away the box of desk crap and various other swag for you guys live streaming, watching the live stream. This week's giveaway prize pack contains, for those of you who have watched, it's a lot of the same stuff you've seen before. For those of you that haven't watched, it's a random collection of stuff that I've collected from trade shows over the years that I'm forwarding on to y'all. This week we'll be giving away K-Bar stickers. I've got an Adventure Medical Kit sticker for y'all. I've got a Velcro patch from the Velcro folks. We'll be giving away a SEAH1 Arrowhead. we'll be giving away, you know, I've got a Hank of 550 cord, even though it looks blue on the screen, it's actually purple, so it's going to make somebody a happy bracelet. Oh, we have the perennial crowd favorite. We'll be giving away a very high quality gas station knife. Whether or not this is covered with hobo juice, I don't know. Let's do an unboxing video and see. So this is a Black Bear Skinner, 3-inch closed lock back with stainless steel blade. Ooh, super high quality, folks. Only the finest gas station knives for my live streamers. So yeah. And it doesn't feel like it's coated in fluids, but hey, you never know, man. This could be just stealth hobo juice. So yeah, look at this wicked, awesome Chinese gas station garbage knife that will be going to somebody. For those of you who haven't been watching, the reason why I give away the so-called hobo gas station hobo knives is that in my primary business, you know, I own a knife store, and I had a local come in here whose husband unfortunately passed away. Rest in peace, dude. He apparently was a knife guy, and he bought or his wife, when she was going through his personal effects, he had a box full of random gas station flea market knives that he had picked up somewhere. Oh, God, man. Dust everywhere. And he had a box full of random gas station stuff that he had picked up from somewhere, and she didn't feel safe with them in the house, and she wanted to have them disposed of, so she brought it into me to dispose of it. Well, you know, I was like, okay, yeah, sure, I'll help you out. Yeah, I'll get rid of them for you. You know, I mean, I was going to just toss them in the trash, but hey, you know, let's repurpose them and give them out to you guys, and hopefully they find some good use somewhere. The grand prize for y'all for the live stream giveaway this week is a super old school buck. I don't even know what the heck this is. It's a buck 295 with the blue black. It's assisted opening. You know, I think this is an old Buck Rush or something like that. Let me see if I can get this pulled up. Buck 295. All right, Buck Tempest. This is a old school Buck Tempest that I had laying around, warehouse find. One of you guys that's watching today, if you stick with us through to the very end, one of y'all will win this and the other plethora of swag that I give away every week. So now that that's done, let's cover some ground rules. Like the title says, this is the BladeForums.com 20th anniversary year of giveaways. BladeForums.com opened November 2nd, 1998. Some people like Gary W. Grayley here, who has joined us in the chat. Some people like Gary have been with us since the very beginning. Some of you guys have probably registered last week. Who knows? But, you know, I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate the community, and I'm really thankful that you guys have made us the biggest and best knife community on the internet for 20 frickin' years. So, because of that, because it's our 20th anniversary, I reached out to a whole bunch of knife companies, and they decided that they would love to give us a whole bunch of stuff to give away. This week's giveaway is the Spyderco Paramilitary 2 with Black Blade. Previous giveaways have been a Tom Mac, or White River Tom Mac Boss, Himalayan Import Surapati Kukri. We've had Benchmade proppers to give away. We've given away other Spyderco Mannix, I believe. We've given away Kaiser Laconico Gemini, a Cold Steel Trench Hawk. We've given away a Buck 110 Folding Hunter that had been customized. You know, we've done this 14 weeks so far, and we've got you know, the rest of the 52 weeks to do as well. You know, I'm doing this to help give back to the community that has basically improved the industry as a whole, because you guys, you know, have made a huge difference by you all being by you all contributing to the community, you all have been interacting with manufacturers, custom knife makers, dealers, end users, and we have helped educate an entire generation of new knife folks. I've seen guys that started off sketching out designs on notepads, now are producing designs for major companies. We've seen kids that have grown up. Literally, it is a generation of people have been born and grown up through the thing, through the forums, and it has changed the industry forever. We've spawned off a whole bunch of imitators. We've spawned off all kinds of other stuff, and thanks to y'all, you guys have made a difference. So, ground rules for the 20th anniversary giveaways are as follows. If you are, or to enter the contest, you must have been a registered member prior to November 2nd, 2018, which was the date of our 20th anniversary. As long as you register before then, you can be a basic member, or you can be any membership level registered user. You are eligible for the prize. If you are a registered user, you need to send us a letter to our address here of 921 Barrett Avenue with your username, saying that you enter and why you want the knife and what got you into knives and stuff like that. Thus far, none of the registered users have seen fit to send in a letter. I'm hoping one of these days one of you guys will do so and you guys will be eligible, because we have drawn a couple registered users in the past who, for one reason or another, just never sent in the letter, and as such, you were not eligible. For everyone else, if you have a paid membership, you don't have to send in the letter. As long as you have a paid membership, you could have registered yesterday and you were good to go. All you have to do is just post "I'm in" to the threads, the giveaway threads, and you are entered to win. So, with that in mind, what happens here is the people post, or I post the initial post in the thread, as you can see here on the screen. This is the Spyderco paramilitary, and people just come in and go, I'm in for this one, etc. This week we had a grand total of 614 entries. So 614 entries. Let's okay, I need to get the screen up on here. So, random.org? Okay, yeah, that's the random.org thing. So, with 614 entries, what we do is we take the second post and the last post, and we go to random.org, which is a truly random number drawing website. And this eliminates any chance of favoritism or favoritism, nepotism, whatever. I do the drawing live here on the stream, so you guys see who wins in real time. I hit the button, it picks a random person, we go to that post in the thread, and there we go. So, somebody's going to win every week. Make sure that you guys get in on this week's giveaway thread, which is going to be... Yeah, this week's giveaway thread is going to be for the Benchmade Mini Crooked River. Check that out. If you guys haven't entered in on it already, make sure that you get entered. It's pretty cool. Benchmade laser etched a variation of the bladeforums.com logo onto the blade for us. But otherwise, this is a standard Mini Crooked River. And that is going to be the Week 15 giveaway. If you haven't entered, make sure that you go ahead and do so. In the meantime, we are still on Week 14, and the purpose of the live stream here so that you can watch it. Iron Kid 883, can't believe no one sent the letters. Yeah, I know, man. I mean, it's like, I don't know, you put a very, very low bar in, and I guess people just don't want to do it. Matthew Blacker, you love the website. Hey, man, awesome. I'm glad that you've decided to be a part of it, and we appreciate you being, a member of the community. Here, let me reach out to you and, give you an e-hug, and thank you so much for joining us. So let's see what else is going on here. We're at 5:24 p.m. and let's talk about a couple of the. Or before we get to the drawings, let's talk about a couple of the things that are going on here. We've already talked about the Washington switchblade ban. We've talked about the New York thing. So yeah, in Second Amendment news, there's been a couple interesting things this week. For those of you who aren't familiar, there is a movement sweeping across the country called constitutional carry, where Second Amendment activists are going locally, like I said, and having states get rid of their concealed carry requirement laws, and rewriting the state laws covering deadly weapons so that you do not need a permit or a license to carry a pistol or other weapon concealed. And constitutional carry is a controversial thing. I'm kind of a mixed opinion on it. And I'm kind of a mixed opinion of constitutional carry, but, all things being equal, I'm a person that believes in more freedom versus less freedom. And, typically, the bad guys aren't going to be going out there getting their concealed carry permits. So, letting people carry concealed and not putting them in jail because they didn't get a permit is probably a good thing overall. Concealed weapons laws are typically, applied more towards lower income and minority folks. So this gets some of the systematic, systematic institutional racism out of it. And there is an argument to be made where if they pull over a dude and he's got a weapon without a permit, and then it doesn't. They no longer have probable cause to run him and see if he's carrying it legally. That's not really. I don't think cops should be going fishing. It's just me. If it makes their job a little bit harder, I'm sorry, but I prefer that people have more freedom than less. So so far 16 states, including my native Kentucky, now have constitutional carry. Kentucky passed constitutional carry late last month, and there's various other states considering it right now. Well, one of the things that happened, though, is Texas was considering constitutional carry, and this douchebag right here is Texas Rep. Dennis Bonnen, and he's the Speaker of the Texas House. Now, you would think Texas is all about gun rights, right? Well, Texas, when people think, guns in America, they immediately go to Texas and cowboys and yeehaw, shooting shit in the air. But Texas is actually not as free as a lot of people think. They had some kind of backwards gun laws going on, and the constitutional carry activists are trying to get constitutional carry passed in Texas. Well, this dude, Dennis Bonnen, Speaker of the Texas House, had a guy show up on his frickin' doorstep wanting to talk to him about constitutional carry. Well, he freaked out, and I don't know if that's legitimately the reason why, but the dude freaked out and decided that he's going to use his role as Texas Speaker of the House to kill any constitutional carry legislation from going forward. So, yeah. Folks, if you're pro-gun, whatever, don't show up to people's houses and try to change their minds. Showing up to town halls, showing up to their offices, whatever. But the people that are anti-gun, even if they're Republican, or half the time these people are rhinos anyhow. They talk a good game on concealed carry or Second Amendment rights, but in reality they don't. They're not for them. Don't give them an excuse to try to manipulate public opinion, paint us all as freaking nut jobs. That's open carry activists, open carrying in the Starbucks just because you can, showing up at people's doorsteps, having screaming Molin Lave, to randos at Target. Try to use your head and not freak out the normies. We are in a war of public perception when it comes to gun rights, and these nut jobs will use anything to go after us and try to go backwards. They lie constantly. You know, they accuse us of all the problems that they're engaged in, and it's messed up. So don't show up to your representative's house unannounced, you know, to push your gun right stuff. You know, the excuse this guy used was, well, you know, this guy can knock on my door, you know, when he's campaigning for votes. Why can't I show up to him for campaign for gun? You know, hypocrisy does not apply to these idiots. They don't, you know, they have no shame. They will use any excuse to paint us in the worst possible light ever. It's just nuts. So, yeah, don't do that. Next up, let's see. So you got a Colorado and various other states are passing red flag laws, and we're seeing this in the news as well, where one of the things that the gun control movement is trying to do is play up safety, and they are trying to get rid of our Second Amendment rights by, you know, they've got ever-shifting tactics, and the latest tactic is that they're trying to protect women against violence. And like I said earlier, with the battle of public perception, these folks are doing everything in their power to make us look like crazy people and make us look like nut jobs. So one of the things that's going on right now is the extreme violence restraining orders, or red flag laws, where what they want to do is change the laws so that you can have your Second Amendment rights taken away based off of what someone else says about you. If you've pissed off a coworker, if you've pissed off a ex-girlfriend, if you've made some rando mad, you know, the anti-gun folks want to have a ordinary restraining order take away your Second Amendment rights. Previously, you know, restraining orders for removal of Second Amendment rights were governed under the Lautenberg Amendment of 1986. 1986? Yeah. Lautenberg Amendment? I don't remember what year it is exactly. But, you know, if you were a domestic abuser and convicted of a misdemeanor domestic abuse charge, you know, you would have your Second Amendment rights taken away forever. You know, now they're trying to make this not just for people that you were married to, but somebody that you went on a date with once. If, you know, if she's not happy with you, or some random person that you pissed off at Kroger's, or, you know, one of your coworkers is a nut job and doesn't like that you supported, you know, a politician that they don't like, or they know you're a gun owner and they hate gun owners, you know, they can make up whatever the fuck they want, have a restraining order issued against you, and then you have to, you know, you have to fight to get your rights back. Not good. There's not a single other constitutional right out there where they can take away your constitutional rights based off of hearsay or a misdemeanor conviction. So this is kind of fucked up. And the NRA is fighting this. And of course the anti-gun group is saying, oh, the NRA wants stalkers to have guns. The NRA wants all this stuff to have guns. And that's not the case. You know, the NRA is fighting for due process rights. And, you know, these folks don't care about due process. They don't care about actually fighting crime. They want to remove guns from the people. So there is leading back to this, there's a number of sheriffs around the country, and Weld County, Colorado, here, as you can see up on the screen, Weld County, Colorado, the sheriff there says he's not going to enforce Colorado's extreme violence restraining orders, or red flag laws, which is a good thing because, you know, this kind of stuff is going to get someone killed. It already got somebody killed on the east coast of the U.S., where they did a EVRO on a guy. They showed up to his house and they blasted him. The cops straight up killed the guy because he said, no, I'm not going to comply, and they shot him. So, you know, he doesn't want to, he believes that the EVROs are unconstitutional. So far, it hasn't gone to the Supreme Court yet. We'll see what happens, but this is going to be down the road. And this is the kind of stuff you can't rest for a minute when it comes to your Second Amendment rights, because they are doing everything they can to take them away. Next thing, last week, California, a judge in California struck a blow for firearms freedom and threw out California's unconstitutional ban on possession of standard capacity, aka high capacity magazines. Yes, so he completely threw out the ban, Everybody in the firearms community was cheering about this. I told y'all, make hay while the sun is shining, get those orders in. Well, somebody got to him, and he he issued a stay on the law taking place so that the law was not actually completely destroyed. They issued a stay on the they issued a stay order on the reversal of the high capacity magazine ban until they can have an en banc hearing as the state is appealing his original decision. So what does this mean? Well, for one thing, it's interesting because lots of California folks went out and ordered probably millions of magazines. You had every firearms distributor and manufacturer of magazines in the U.S. getting slammed. Brownells, Magpul, PSA, Botac, Midway, all these dudes were getting slammed with orders for high-cap magazines because, like I said, make hay while the sun is shining. And California people were buying the shit out of them because they had no idea whether or not they were going to be able to get more again. And while the reversal of the California law was going on, all that stuff's legal, so, they took advantage of it. Now you've got millions upon millions of high-cap magazines flowing into California. So we'll see what happens with this in the long term. Hopefully the injunction, or hopefully the ruling does take permanent effect. Given that it's the Ninth Circuit, it's kind of doubtful, but we'll see what happens. And who could have predicted this news? Britain loves to set out knife collection bins because these guys, have, after they banned guns, they've gone after knives. Well, who could have predicted that having a unwatched knife collection bin in England would lead to thieves ransacking the bin and stealing every knife in there? Really? Nobody could have seen this coming? Gosh. Who would have thought criminals would steal knives from a knife collection bin? Freaking England, man. I don't know what's going on with y'all over there. It's just stupidity after stupidity after stupidity. Yeah, so no. Last but not least, I want to talk about something that's kind of interesting here. If you guys are on Kickstarter, I don't know if you're on Kickstarter or not. I'm on Kickstarter. I back projects every so often. I've backed a couple knives on there. I've backed a bunch of other stuff. And I want to highlight somebody's thing that's going on there. So let's take a look here. So there is a bolt action knife going on Kickstarter right now. Oh, let me see here. Okay, so yeah, there's a Kickstarter going on right now for a tactile turn bolt action knife. And for those of y'all who are into pens, bolt action pens are fairly popular. You've got various knife makers like Brian Feldhalter making bolt action pens. They've been doing so for years, but this is the first bolt action knife that I've actually seen out there. I've personally have backed this guy, Will Hodges of Tactical Turn. I've backed one of his pen projects before and got the pen. He did it in titanium. Pen was pretty good quality. I just didn't, I chose not to carry it because it just, I don't know. When it comes to stuff, everybody has their own particular things. I just didn't like the way the pen felt in my hand, but the quality was good. And so as such, I don't mind pointing out this guy, the tactile turn pen, or bolt action knife is something that you may consider backing. If you want to, you can get one of the pens in a variety of materials. He's got brass for $79, copper for $89, titanium for $99. And then there's all sorts of other options that you can do. Damascus steel bolt, a DLC clip, a DLC coated bolt, DLC coated blade. Basically, this is a small knife small utility knife that you can carry in your shirt pocket or inside a coat or in your briefcase or whatever, just like a normal pen. And it's not like your typical folding knife. So something to consider. If it's something that interests you, go ahead and do it. He had a $999 goal to get this funded on Kickstarter. As it is right now, he got funded $71,000 by 697 people. So, you know, the project's getting funded. He's produced stuff. He's done like 12 projects on Kickstarter, so he's done stuff. You know, if it's something that interests you, give him some money and see what happens. So, 540. Wow, I can't believe I've been talking this much about various stuff. Let's go ahead and get to some giveaways. Are you guys ready for giveaways? Let me know, you know, if you're ready to for me to start giving some stuff away. Let's see some G's in chat. First thing we'll be doing, first thing we'll be giving away is the bladeforms.com logo sticker. You know, nothing super fancy here. It's contour cut, so when you peel it off the white backer paper, you know, you just have the Bladeforms logo. The sticker is, you know, your ordinary sticker. It's got the UV coating on it, so it's not going to fade as easily. Probably doesn't work underwater. If you set it on fire, you know, it'll shrink up and burn away. But, you know, you got the super awesome bladeforms.com logo. And we'll be doing the giveaway for it. So I'm seeing some G's in chat, so let's get over to the giveaway thread and make sure everything's copacetic here. So yeah, I'm on page 1 of there. And like I said, what happens here is that I take the first post in the thread by somebody other than me, which is post number 2. And we go to the last post in the thread, which is on page 31 here. And that is post number 614. And we go over to random.org. And as you can see, I've populated this. Post number 2, post number 614 are the eligible posts on here. So, you know, when I click generate, that will generate the winning post. And we will go back to the thread and find out who did it. So let's hit generate. All right, so the winner is post number 41. So let's go back over to the giveaway thread here. Post number 41 should be on page 3. First post, Knight Rider. All right, so congrats to Knight Rider. Oh, I need to open up a notepad here. All right, folks, so congrats to Knight Rider for winning the sticker. And that's how easy it is. You know, you guys post in the thread. I, you know, go to random.org. We click the button, and whoever, you know, whoever gets drawn is the winner. So, yeah. So, yeah, it's 5:42 p.m. I'm not feeling the greatest today. It's been torrential rain here, and here in the Ohio Valley, when we've got torrential rain, we get, you know, massive we get massive pressure systems, and you know, it's like that for most of the year. Louisville is like the rainiest area I've ever seen outside of Seattle. So, you know, the Ohio Valley, between the pollen and the allergens and the pollution and the pressure systems, if you're prone to headaches like I am, it's a joy. So, yeah. So, yeah, let's continue down this train ride. And next thing we're going to be giving away is the bladeforms.com logo patch. Yeah, the logo patch here is available in a variety of colorways. As you can see up the top left, we have the blue logo patch. There's also a gold member logo patch, a multicam, a OD green, and a stealth gray. This is going to fit on any real or any contractor style hat, or if you've got you know, if you've got Velcro patches on the arms, or if you've got a man purse or something along those lines that has loop Velcro on it, or, you know, backpack or whatever, the Velcro patch will fit right on it, no problem at all. If you've got a piece of Velcro attached to your forehead or whatever, if you've got a beard, you know, hey, it works. So yeah, next thing we'll be doing away, or next thing we'll be giving away, will be the Velcro patch. So let's get over to random.org here again. Boop. And let's do this. So Velcro, BFC Velcro patch post. All right, so I'm going to hit the generate button and post number 55. Well, that's, I believe, on the same page as, I believe that's on the same page as the previous one. So let's scroll on down here. All right, craytab, awesome. So it would appear that Velcro patch post 55. Craytab. Craytab is a, you know, Craytab joined up in 2012, but he has been a prolific poster, as you can see, 19,717 posts. So it's good to give a little something back to folks that contribute to the site. And as I write this down, Craytab gets the patch. So, yep. Let me get down here. All right. So, next up, we'll be doing the bladeforms.com logo t-shirt. As you can see up on the screen here, the bladeforms.com logo t-shirt is a Gildan heavyweight. I think it's polycotton. I'm not sure if it's polycotton or 100% cotton blend. You've got the large bladeforms.com logo on the back. You have a small one on the front. Sorry about that. Apparently somebody got injured and ambulance just went by outside. And yeah, looks like somebody's going to the hospital. Yeah, yeah. I don't know about you guys and what the crime rate is where y'all live. Here in Louisville, we got a substantial amount of crime. It used to be a great city. Heroin is taking a toll. You know, changing everything, and you know, we got more people getting shot and stabbed and killed and overdosing. Last night at 4 a.m., somebody was shooting a gun off outside of my house, driving down the street randomly, just blasting away. You know, I'm sitting there awake, and bang! You know, literally outside my window. I'm like, holy shit! Then the car drives down the street, and I hear pop or bang, 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 bang. You know, 4 slow 1-second shots. About 2 blocks away, and then, you know, a little bit further down, another 4 or 5 shots. What's going on with people these days, man? What is wrong with you that you think shooting randomly into the air outside of people's houses, you know, as you're driving is a cool thing? You know, hopefully they caught it. So yeah, you know, just random stupid stuff by people. All right, so yeah, 5:47 p.m. here. We've given away the sticker. We've given away the patch. You know, I ran across something this week. How many of you guys are familiar with Flowmascus? Have you all heard about Flowmascus at all? This is something that I did not encounter before. And I'm going to try to show you all a picture of it up on the screen here. All right, so yeah, Flowmascus is this super cool. Let me see if I can get this opened here. Oh, nice. All right, well, I found this. Here's one on the Reddits. Check this out. Flowmascus is a where they've taken titanium and anodized it in a or heat anodized it in a pattern that gives it kind of a rainbow hue. And there's a ton of examples of this online. There's been a few people that have done it on the forums as well. But man, you know, these, you know, look at these pictures here, man. I mean, this is so cool. I had never really encountered this before, and it's just such a neat thing. You know, I'd like to see, you know, I'm a big fan of Damascus and Mokuti and various other colorful designs on titanium and titanium Damascus mixtures and stuff like that. So seeing people do neat things with just regular old titanium and modifying their stuff is so neat. You know, I'd like to tell people that as a society we've gotten away from giving a shit and holding on to stuff. Everything in our society has been engineered to be disposable these days. Nothing has permanence anymore. There used to be, you know, there's a term "buy it for life," where you would have stuff that would last for your entire lifetime, and that doesn't happen anymore. People, you know, have shoes that last for 3 months. You've got you know, everybody replaces their cars every 3 to 5 years. You got cell phones that don't last a year or two. People don't even know how to change their oil or their tires anymore. You know, your fridge is designed to break in 5 or 10 years. Same thing with your stove. Same thing with everything else. And, you know, with knives, especially quality knives, it's one of the last few things out there that has any kind of ability to last past, you know, 5 years, 10 years, the rest of your life. If you've got a quality knife that's made by a quality maker of solid materials, you know, something, you know, Sebenza's, Hinderer, Medford, you know, some of the heavier duty stuff from various manufacturers that's going to last forever, then you've got something that's going to last for the rest of your life, and your kids will have it. You see it with other stuff too. Saddleback leather had a forever guarantee at one point. REI used to have a lifetime guarantee where if you had anything, you know, you could return it, you know, 25, 50 years later, and they would replace it for you. But unfortunately, people abused that, and they had to take away that. Same thing with Patagonia, etc. You know, so having a quality knife, you know, is one of the few things now that gives you permanence. And, you know, people used to work on their cars. People used to change their own oil. People used to fix stuff in their house. Just today, you know, I had to take apart my wife's vacuum cleaner to replace the power cord because the power cord broke and frayed and was creating sparks. So, you know, I pulled out my Torx head wrench bits, pulled it apart, pulled the old power cord out, put a new power cord in, and, you know, now the vacuum cleaner works again. This is a Dyson vacuum cleaner that was a couple $100, and previously, you know, if I didn't know how to fix the cord, you know, if I wasn't unafraid to take it apart and fix it myself, you know, that vacuum cleaner would have been thrown away, and we would have had to get a new one. As it was, I just bought a new cord off of one of the OEM replacement websites out there. You know, looked at a couple of YouTube videos and fixed it myself. You know, I've done the same thing with my clothes washer, the same thing with my dishwasher, until it gets to the point where, like, the circuit board fries out and I just can't fix that stuff myself. You know, but if it's possible for me to fix it, it's you know, I do it myself. And, you know, I wish more people would be unafraid to take apart their own things and fix them as a community. And, you know, with the knives, to circle back to knives with this, seeing people modify their knives is something that, oh, God, I love seeing that happen. And people like Emerson and Hinderer and Starling Gear and various other companies have been encouraging folks to mod their own stuff. You see it even with Benchmade, you know, with companies like Flytanium producing aftermarket scales. if I remember correctly, Kelvin Wilkins out of Germany was one of the first dudes that was really encouraging this by offering aftermarket handle scales for various benchmade knives. He would make it in a Haas mill in his shop. He would make like brass, titanium, whatever scales for benchmade griptilians or other stuff. And I am so happy to see people modding their own stuff, because it harkens back to the 1930s, 1940s, 1950s, where people would fix their own cars, mod out their cars, make hot rods and street rods and stuff. And this is one of the few areas in society where we can actually do that. Nobody knows how to sew anymore. People aren't making their own clothes. You buy, I freaking, perfect example. Guys, these are Vertex pants. I just bought 4 pairs of Vertex pants from Vertex, or from a Vertex dealer. I don't know if it was Botac. I don't know. I don't remember exactly. It may have been GovX. It may have been Botac. It may have been LA Police Gear. I honestly don't remember. And the Vertex pants, I wear these on a daily basis. They look a little bit better than jeans. They're very comfortable. They've got a lot of motion to them. And I basically, I buy 3, 4, 5 pairs, and I wear them until they get holes in them, and they last about 3 years. And I accidentally just, boom, one of the pairs I bought last week caught myself on the fence to my backyard, ripped one of the belt loops right off. And brand new pair of pants. I literally had taken them out of the package 3 days prior, and now the belt loop has been ripped off. And I don't have a sewing machine. I don't have the skill base to sew the pocket loop back on. So I'm sitting here, I'm probably going to have to go to a local tailor or somebody that does tactical nylon and have them sew the thing back on, because the skill has been lost. Nobody repairs their own clothes anymore. I can't repair my own clothes. Yeah, I can change my oil and stuff like that, but I don't have a sewing machine in the house. I can't sew that stuff. So, anything that you can do to increase the lifespan of oh God, Big Bad Goth. Really, people don't even fix their relationship. Most are in it for instant disposable tap. Fix yourself quality. Yeah, that's another thing. Instant gratification is the norm now. Nobody wants to work. Nobody wants to put forth the effort. Everybody wants, to be beautiful. Nobody wants to put the effort in. Tinder, Grindr, all these other apps where you can find somebody to hook up with. It's easy to find sex these days, but nobody's getting married anymore. Nobody's building lasting relationships because we've turned interpersonal communication and everything into something completely disposable. And as a result, our society is suffering for it. If you don't value yourself, if you don't value other people, if you don't treat relationships as something that should be worked on, if you don't work on yourself and how you treat other people and how they treat you, and you don't put a value on yourself, everything becomes disposable, and it doesn't help us as a society. So great point, Big Bad Goth. That's a great point. I don't know if I should get into my rant on that stuff or save it for another week, but yeah. I mean, there's I could go on for a long period of time about how media and apps and everything, and how society has programmed people into being fucking narcissists these days and not valuing anything. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that next week. I'll talk about that shit. Granted, it's not Second Amendment related, it's not knife related, but it does tie into communities and how people treat each other online as a whole. But yeah, holy shit, it is 5:58 p.m. I better get cracking here, because usually we're wrapping up around now. So let's get to the shirts. Okay, so yeah, what we're going to do now is we're going to give away the bladeforums.com logo t-shirt. Let's get to random.org here. Boom. All right, so when I click the button, when I click the button here, you will see who wins the bladeforms.com logo t-shirt. So let's get to it. I have to find the right screen. All right, post number 328. So post number 328 should be on page 16, I believe. No, probably page 17. Maybe page 17, maybe page 16. Yep, page 17. All right, so let's get over here. Go to post number 328, Agith. Agith wins the t-shirt. All right, folks, congrats to Agith for winning the t-shirt, and that's how it's done. All right, Tangle Driver. Let's take a look at what's saying in the Reverend Spark, Ratatouille. Don't forget snowflakes. Yeah, you know, that's a whole. I mean, you know, the whole triggered snowflakes shit. You know, that's the whole thing too. It's narcissism. People have been encouraged to be narcissists. Dopamine reactions from getting likes on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and stuff like that. You know, we've raised people to feed into narcissism. We've made idiots billionaires by making narcissism great. So yeah, we will do the that in, or we'll talk about that probably next week. So someone's saying classic singer sewing machine, straight stitch living. Yeah, I'm not sure a straight stitch is going to work on repairing the pants there. I think they use like bar tacking or something super heavy duty, but you know, I'm a fucking idiot and I can destroy just about anything on the planet. So I managed to just rip that belt loop completely off the pants. You know, so I'm not sure if straight stitch would work. I think I'm just going to have to heavy duty bar tack that or something along those lines. So up next, we are going to do the giveaway for the bladeforms.com membership. Basically, nothing fancy here. If you've got a basic membership, I upgrade you to gold for a year. If you've got a gold membership, I extend your membership for a year. If you don't have a membership, I give you a gold. If you've got a platinum membership, I just extend that out. Same thing with Knife Maker and whatever. So yeah, let's get back to random.org here and let's pick the next winner on this and see who's going to win the membership. So, generate post number 286. Let's get back to the giveaway thread. Post number 286 might be page 15, I think. Let's see what that's going to be. Yep, page 15. So, 283, 284, 285, 286. Strategy 9. Strategy 9, who's a gold member, it's joined in April 2015. Strategy 9. All right. Membership extension. Strategy 9. Post 286. Boom. All right. So that's how we do it. So we are just about, or we've given away all the lower stuff. It is 6:02 p.m. It is time for the grand prize giveaway. Are you guys ready for that, or do you guys want me to go off on random topics again for another 45 minutes? Because God knows I can do it. Oh, nice, nice, Iron Kid. I do love the puns because I'm a dad. I love the puns here. Nico, they want to ban guard dogs at airports that have pointy ears because they look too threatening. Yeah, you know, feels before reels. You know, everybody is, you know, if you offend somebody, it's the end of the world. But, you know, if you're offended, nobody gives a shit because we've catered to people's egos as opposed to giving a shit about what's effective. So, yeah. All right, so I'm seeing a bunch of G's in chat, which means you guys are ready for me to do the Spyderco giveaway. So let's get back to this. As you can see up on the screen, this is the Spyderco Paramilitary 2 BLK. You got a black blade made of S30V steel. It has the bladeforms.com logo laser etched on the back. With the Spyderco was nice enough to put 20th anniversary up on the top of it. So yeah, Spyderco was really awesome about this. They provided us with 3 knives for giveaways. Here's the laser etch logo. For some reason, the camera does not like focusing on stuff that's too close. Who knows? Maybe I need a better camera. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So, you guys are ready for me to give stuff away. So let's see what we can do here. We've got 30 people watching live right now. I have to get back to my control screen here. All right, so as stated at the beginning of the show, what we do is we use random.org to pick the winners. What I do is I go to, or I put in post number 2 because my post is post number 1, and I go to last post in the thread, post number 614, and when I hit generate, it picks the winner from all the posts in the thread. As you can see here, by me going to the giveaway thread, you know, here's my first post. This is post number 1 with the Spyderco on there. Post number 2 is Organic 556. And then when we go to the last page, Canada Knife Guy is the last person with post number 614. So going back to random.org, when I hit generate on the button here, when I hit generate on, or when I hit the generate button, it'll pick a random post out of there. So once again, let's cover the ground rules for the thing. This is our 20th anniversary. For those of you tuning in late, we opened our virtual doors on November 2nd, 1998, and November 2nd, 2018 was our 20th anniversary. We had a bunch of manufacturers contribute stuff. We've done giveaways from Himalayan Imports, Spyderco, Buck, Emerson, Benchmade, White River, Boker, Ontario, and I'm sure there's somebody else that I've forgotten. My apologies. I don't mean to slight anybody. But we've got a bunch of prizes. We've got 52 weeks worth of prizes. Oh, K-Bar. Yeah, we've got 52 weeks worth of prizes that we're going to be giving away. And every week, you know, we give away 1 knife. And this week is the Spyderco 81 GPBK2 Paramilitary 2 Black Blade with the bladeforms.com logo etched onto it. So, to be eligible, have to register before November 2nd, 2018. If you've got if you're just a non-paying registered user, if you're a non-paying registered user, we also ask that you send us a letter to show that you're real and not a bot, saying, you know, what your username is, why you got into knives, why you would like the knife. Send that letter to bladeforms.com, 921 Baird Avenue, Louisville, Kentucky, 40204. Thus far, we haven't gotten a single letter yet. I don't know why. If people had sent in the letters, you know, we've picked 2 or 3 folks that have the that are registered users. Y'all would have won prizes, but you never sent a letter in. It cost you a stamp and an envelope, and you would have been eligible for winning, you know, hundreds of dollars worth of merch. You know, why aren't you sending in the letters? I don't understand. But no worries. If you have a paid membership, then you could have registered yesterday and you are good to go. And folks, I appreciate each and every one of you that has a paid membership, because you guys keep the doors open. You guys keep it so that I don't have to have banners everywhere. You guys keep it so that we don't have frickin' video ads. You know, or stuff for asking for Cialis or games and stuff like that going on constantly. So paid members, you guys keep the community open, because we don't charge the manufacturers to be on there. We don't charge everybody. We don't force anybody to pay for the experience. Those of you who donate and choose to support the community, you guys keep bladeforums.com open, and I thank each and every one of you. So let's see. Is there a random topic generator? Yeah, no kidding. All right, so yep, yeah, if they can afford internet, but not a stamp. And, oh, hey, Ted Erdelay. Man, I never can pronounce your name, but dude, you are old school. You've been a valuable member of the community forever and a day, and I really appreciate you. So shout out to Ted. You are the man. It's great to see you on the broadcast right now, and thank you all. Thank you for being a thing. So, boom, let's do the giveaway. Let's get to the giveaway thread, because it's 6:09 and it's time to give away this Spyderco. So when I hit generate, it's going to pick between 2 and 614. And post number 324 is the winner for the Spyderco knife. So let's see what we got here. Let's go to the giveaway thread. Post 324. I think that's going to be page 17. I'm not sure. Let's check page 17 here. Yep, page 17. Russde. Russde. Post. Congrats to Russde with post 324. You win the Spyderco Paramilitary 2. So yeah, good to go. All right, folks. So that means, with all that said and done, it is 6:11 p.m. So that means it's time for the live stream giveaway. So we have got 32 people viewing right now. So that's cool. Let's get this going on. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to play some of the music. Hopefully I don't deafen you all this time. And you guys have until when the music stops to post in the chat, or post in the chat window here. For some reason. There you go. All right, you see the chat window off to the side? Post your bladeforums.com username in the chat window if you're eligible, and you will be eligible for the live stream giveaway package of the K-bar sticker, the crusty ass hobo knife, Velcro patch, Adventure Medical Kit sticker, piece of purple 550, the SE AH1 Arrowhead, and the Buck 295. I can't remember the name of this, but yeah, post your username in the chat window. You have until the music stops to get your username in there. Once that's done, then we will do the drawing. So yeah, let's get this going, folks. Here's the Bladeforms logo. Here's the music. You have until the music stops to get your username in there. All right, folks, we got just under 2 minutes left for the for you to get your username into the chat window. If you've already won a prize, do me a solid, don't enter in again. Misha, aren't you? Misha, aren't you? You won the Emerson sticker pack, if I remember correctly, and you never got it. I think you sent me a message on the forums. I'm at like -3 brain power right now because of this pressure headache. But man, yeah, we will make it right. I'm sorry that you did not get the Emerson stickers that you won, and we are gonna make sure that you get taken care of. I'm gonna make sure that you get some other swag instead. So yeah, follow up with me after the broadcast. And yeah, other people, if you've if you've won a prize, do me a solid. Don't enter again. Give somebody else a chance. I hate to say that, but come on. All right, so we've got 30 seconds left on the till the music ends. So yeah, if you haven't, if you've already entered, or if you've entered, good. If you haven't entered, whatever. But yeah, we're getting ready to do it. Tangle driver apparently is withdrawing. I don't... Tangle driver, are you withdrawing? Okay, yeah, there you go. You're withdrawing. So yeah, I've deleted your thing out of the contest. All right, so music is done. Music is done, and it is time to do the live stream giveaway. So just like we do for the random.org picker for the live stream, or for the threads, what I do here is I go to random name picker, and I enter in everybody's username here onto a separate line. Boom. And when I hit rerun, then whoever gets, or whoever shows up is the one that gets the thing. So yeah, I guess it's 6:17. It's time to get this done, and let's do it. Who's ready to win a hobo knife? Let's see who's ready to win hobo knife and all the rest of the stuff. Let's see G's in chat if you guys are ready to win some miscellaneous desk crap and swag, and who knows, maybe some cat hair or something else completely ridiculous will make its way into the package this week. We'll see. So yeah, peppermint tea dilutes blood vessels to relieve headaches. Oh, cool. I'll have to get some peppermint tea, I guess. This isn't coffee. This is actually Earl Grey tea. My wife got me hooked onto that instead of drinking soda and coffee as much as I used to. I mean, I was hitting Starbucks 2 or 3 times a day, so yeah, that was terrible. So now I'm drinking Earl Grey tea with a ass load of organic, free trade, homeopathic, farm to table, non-GMO, fair trade, ethical honey in there to sweeten it up. So for those of you who want the full Spark Blade Forms giveaway experience, get yourself some Earl Grey tea from Rishi Tea and some organic honey from Whole Foods Market, and mix the two together until it's sweet like a candy bar. And there you go. You guys can have that. So we'll do it. All right, so sweep the floor into the package. Yeah, that's, I don't know if you can see behind me here, but there's definitely some dust back there that could totally get swept into that. Rant. Yeah, that's basically me, man. So yeah, next week we'll do the rant on how society has turned people into disposable products and created narcissists, and turned girls into commodities instead of people who are valued and respected. And we'll do that. So yeah, let's do the giveaway here. We're down to 30 concurrent viewers at this time, so I guess we lost a couple people. off the live stream. But yeah, let's go to the random name picker here, and we'll get it going. So, as you can see, silverzixxersixxer Jakedsnake. Congrats, dude. Jakedsnake wins the live stream giveaway. Boom. So there you go, man. I will message you on the forums, and you will get the Hobo Knife grand prize package, folks. So that's about it for this week. I appreciate y'all tuning in again. I appreciate Iron Kid and Big Bad Goth, tuning in from Ireland. Mad props to y'all. So yeah, thanks for all of y'all for watching. Thanks for all of y'all for supporting the forums on our 20th year anniversary year of giveaways, as I get progressively more brain damaged as the show goes on because my headache is getting worse. Thank you all for being a part of the community. You guys have made us the success that we are, and hopefully I'll see you guys again next week. Yeah, that's awesome. Here's some extra music for y'all as we close out of the show. If you have questions or comments or whatever, make sure you post in the thread. Make sure that you guys like and subscribe. I should have said that before I started the whole thing. Make sure you like our videos, the live stream videos. It really helps us for the broadcasts. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you enter in for the next week's prize of the Benchmade Mini Crooked River giveaway, because that's going on right now. And who knows, one of y'all might be the winner for next week. It could be you. It could be the person posting above you on the chat. And yeah, I appreciate you all watching, and I hope you all have a great weekend, all right? Have a good one.